Yes everyone, welcome back to another video. Different scene today, different bit of scenery. It's currently beautiful weather in the UK right now, so currently at a place where I don't want to say the location, but as you can see, lovely place to chill out. But look, in this video I just wanted to go over how I got to where I got to today with my business, with my life pretty much, and how you can do it as well, right? Because I mean, I've had a lot of people ask me questions on how exactly I got to where I got to today, right? With my stuff, with my physique, with my let's say business as well. And it's all down to discipline and consistency as well, right? Because in the end of the day, you can be the smartest in your class, you can be the most intelligent person, but if you don't put in the work, it generally does not matter at all, right? So if you guys want to get to where you want to get to, you have to put in the work and you have to stay consistent, right? Because that's what honestly I've seen in the past few years of starting my social media and starting up my businesses and things like that, is I got to a stage where I am today purely based off the fact I didn't give up, right? And it sounds very cliche, but if you don't give up, if you just stick to it for long enough, it will pay off. Like it will pay off and it will get better eventually. You might not see results in a month, 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, right? But as long as you stick to it and you keep trying new things, you keep trying to get better each day, and you just focus on just improving slightly each day, then you will get there eventually, right? But obviously, like, I totally understand you don't want to be spending 10, 20 years starting a business and building it, right? So a few things I would say to improve on is, your phone's there by the way. As I was saying, a few things you guys really need to focus on when starting your business is asking people for help, right? And you might have an ego, you might have this, you might have that, but if you do have an ego, you just need to drop it. Like, I've seen it. I've been with kids who are like 2-3 years younger than me, right? Bearing in mind I'm 19 and they're making 50 to 100k a month, right? I've literally been with people like that. And that's when you just know you have to drop your ego, right? You still need an ego, especially if running a business in some sort of way. But if you want to learn, if you want to improve and take advice from people and put it into your business and just get better each day, you need to listen to people who are actually doing better than you, even if they are younger, right? So if you guys are not in the place where you want to be right now, it's purely because you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the understanding, right? So one thing I would say that's definitely helped me to get to where I am today is investing in myself, right? Investing in my future, investing in my knowledge, right? Because the way I like to think about it as well is no one can take away your knowledge, right? The way no one can take away your physique, right? So if you invest in your knowledge and yourself, right, that's there for you for life, right? That's honestly going to be there with you until the day you die, literally. So if you pay for people's help and you learn new things each day, right, that's going to stick with you and no one can take away that, right? That's the way you got to think about it. So by you investing however much money you want to invest into yourself, or if you get a mentor or anything like that, right, eventually that's going to stick with you. Knowledge is one thing that no one can take away from you, right? And by investing in a mentor, it's just basically going to speed up the process, right? I don't know why that was hard to get out, but it's quite hot today. It's about 35 degrees. I don't know if you can see that I'm sweating, but I just thought I'd get this video out because it was just bothering me, right? I had a few questions from other people asking me on things like this and that, and it's just, honestly, I see it as well with myself as well. A lot of people, they confuse it. They do too much at once, right? Same with me. I was doing loads of things at once, and as soon as I knuckled down on one thing and I started putting my time and investing my money into it, that's when I saw crazy results, and that's when my life just completely changed in the space of like 6 months. Honestly, it's crazy how quickly things can change. But yeah, like, as I'm saying, is if you guys want to get to where you want to get to, you have to invest in yourself, right? You have to take risks, right? Everyone I know who are successful, going from the age of 17 to the age of 35, 40, 50, 60, all of them have taken risks that they weren't sure about, but they did it anyway. And some paid off, some didn't. And the ones who didn't, they ended up actually making more than the person who took that risk in the first place and it paid off, right? Because they had that drive, right? They had that discipline and willingness to keep fighting back and keep building themselves up, and eventually they are to where they are today, right? A few of them I know are making honestly millions a month, right? And honestly, I wouldn't know this myself. Obviously, you're probably thinking as well, oh, have you seen their bank balance and that? But people would never show you their bank balance, right? I mean, I just get the vibe of certain people, right? There's a lot of people out there who do flex their stuff, which is totally fine, and I've got nothing against it. But the ones who are making a lot of money don't really tend to talk about it, to be honest. And that's just coming from me, I run a business and I do talk about it because it's what I do. And I'm trying to motivate people like yourself who are watching this video to get started and get pushing, right? Because I was in a sticky situation not long ago, and so are you probably right now, especially if you're watching this video. So if you want to improve or want to get to where you want to get to, then you must take risks. You can't settle and sit in your bubble all day long, right? You have to invest in yourself. You have to join groups. You have to ask people for help, right? Even if you don't feel comfortable asking for help, just ask. What's the worst that can happen? Like nothing, especially if the person you're asking is an entrepreneur or somewhere you want to be. No one's going to laugh at you, right? The only people who hate and probably would laugh at you are the people who don't understand and are not where you want to be, right? So don't listen to them type of people. They're the type of people who are going to drag you down. And that's another thing, right, that I want to get onto is your friend group, right? The people you hang around is so important. If you're hanging around people who have a bad mindset, are closed-minded, they don't want to go out, they don't want to meet new people, they don't want to look after themselves, they don't want to go to the gym, they just want to eat fast food all day long, they just don't want to do any of these things, right? They just have a negative mindset, and you're going to be dragged down as well, right? You're literally, the way I like to think of it as well is like, imagine you plant a flower, right? If you plant that flower in soil that's old, it's not well treated, there's not enough vitamins and minerals inside that soil for that plant, then that plant's not going to grow tall and strong, right? So it's the same with you. If you want to get to where you want to get to, you need to surround yourself with a good environment, right? You need to be surrounding yourself with people who want to win, people who are better than you, right? Because that's another thing as well. Don't be in the same room, right? Don't be in a room where you're the best, because you're just going to become complacent and things are just going to become easy, right? I see that with myself, and I really noticed that when I was playing football, right? I play sport probably like a lot of you guys probably have in the past, right? Or whatever. Every time I was around people who were better than me, I got 10 times better, right? It was weird. Like, I was at Crystal Palace for 10 years. I know if you've guys watched my other YouTube videos, then you would understand where I came from. But obviously I was at Palace for 10 years. I was playing up at age group for like 9 years straight. I was killing it, right? As soon as I dropped down to my age group, I was absolutely smashing it, right? Obviously I had a few injuries, that typical, right, athlete story, right? Injuries, things don't work out or go to plan, right? But these are just things you got to deal with. And honestly, I made another video on it, but how, like, honestly, sport has built me up and built my discipline, and gym as well, right? If you've been to the gym, if you've looked after yourself, if you've woken up every morning and gotten an ice bath, these little things are going to make you stronger and build that resilience up here. Because half the battle, right, I'll be totally honest with you, you could have the best physique in the world, but if you're weak up here, you're not going to make it anywhere, right? You're not going to make much money, you're not going to do much, right? So if you can build the discipline and the mindset up here, right, and the strength in your mind, you will get to where you want to get to, right? And I mean, I've learned that from young, and the reason why I'm confident enough to say it is purely because from the age of like 6 years old, I was in the academy system. Every year, I can remember so clearly, every year it would be, am I going to get another contract? Am I going to get this? Am I going to get that? I would walk into the meeting room with, obviously, my coaches at the time and my parents, shaking. My hands were like sweating, because I'd obviously been injured like some part of that season. I didn't know if I was good enough, right? I didn't really believe in myself at the time, and I always ended up getting it. I always ended up getting it because I worked the hardest, right? But working the hardest only gets you so far as well. That's a whole nother video I'll go on to, right? Because by working hard, you'll get far, don't get me wrong, and opportunities might come to you here and there, but by working smart and working hard, then you're going to accelerate your growth, right, from here to there by like 10x, right? And someone someone I know who's very successful told me this one thing is, move at 10x speed, not 2x, right? And the day I heard this, it honestly changed my mindset, right? I say it, I was told this like 2 or 3 months ago, and I can still remember it very clearly in my head, right? And it made so much sense, because I see it with a lot of people. A lot of people want to go through university. They want to go do personal training first, work with their clients one-to-one, then get into online fitness coaching, right? And that's totally fine. But you're going to spend a year, 2, 3, 4, however many years you are building up these skills and doing these things, when you can just jump into it straight away, right? And learn off the cuff and network with other people who are in the place you want to be, and then learn off them, right? And don't get me wrong, like, if you're getting into online fitness coaching, yeah, just do in person as well. Honestly, you're going to learn a lot of skills from it, social skills and everything like that, which is going to help with your online fitness coaching. But don't do just in person. Do both if you're going to do it, right? Or just jump into online fitness coaching, because 1, it's more scalable. 2, you can work with more people, and you'll end up be talking to more people than you would be if you're doing in person. And then 3 as well, you'll basically just be able to do it wherever you want to be, right? You have that time freedom, you have that financial freedom. Life just feels a lot more free, right? Like, what's the day today? It's like a Tuesday afternoon on a normal weekday. Like, you know what I mean? Loads of people are at work or at school doing their stuff, and I've got nothing against the normal 9 to 5 stuff, but I'd much rather be here than working at a desk. I don't know about you guys, but I would, right? So that's the way you got to think about it as well, right? So it's these decisions you make today that matter for the future, right? You don't want to get 10 years down the line and you look back at the days you slacked, right? And when it could have changed your life to where you are now, right? So, but having regrets, one of the worst things as well. That's another whole video we can go on to. But in this video, I honestly just wanted to go over, if you were thinking about getting into online fitness coaching or anything like that, then just start, right? What's the worst that can happen? You invest a bit of money into yourself, right? You make it back, right? Or say, I don't know, something happens, you get injured, you can make content out of that, right? There's honestly nothing bad that can happen when it comes to investing in yourself, right? And yeah, look, I know there's a lot of people out there who've been burnt down from previous course sellers, but me personally, I'm not a course seller. I don't sell courses. I just think that's a load of rubbish. But if you guys are obviously wondering, thinking about getting into online fitness coaching and starting your own business and just be able to travel when you want, live free, enjoy your life, and just, yeah, have more of a purpose in life instead of working at the same place every single day, then just give me a DM on Instagram, 3TM, DM me 3TM on Instagram, or just I put some free training in the description of this video, so if you guys want to go and check that out, go check it out. But yeah, hopefully this opened up your eyes a bit more, because I'm young as well. I'm only 19. I'm not going to tell you I've lived a crazy life and I've lived all these things and I know all these things, because I don't, right? But I tell you what I do know is how to monetize, how to sell, how to build your personal brand, and how to make money online, right? So if you guys want to do that, go to the description of this YouTube video and go through the free training in there, and I'll hopefully see you on the team. So see you guys later and have a lovely day. Peace.